Hello and welcome to CS 4001, the Foundation Engineering and Rock Mechanics. In this tutorial, I'm going to guide you how to design the support for a tunnel. So when you open the Unwedge package in the RocScience software, you can create a new project and choose the project setting. In here, I'm using the metric unit, the deterministic analysis, and the tunnel for my design. I can focus on my own wedge later. For the design standard, I don't have any standard at this moment, so I just leave it as none and I click on OK. Now, the first step in design, we need to enter the portfolio of my tunnel. So I click Add Opening Sections. My tunnel is 5 meter width and 4.5 meter high, so I just enter the respective geometry. 0, 0, and then 5 meter width should be 5, 0. 4 meter high should be 5, 4. Now in here, I need an arch for my roof, so I can right click and select arc. And I can select start, center, and endpoint for the arc options, and I close this. Now for my center, it should be 2.5, 2.5, and the left end should be 0.4. Now I can close my portfolio. You can choose more segments for more realistic analysis. However, for me, 40 segments are more than enough. Now, in the next step, I need to enter the information about the tunnel and about the joints that acting on it. I just have analysis and I input my data. For my tunnel orientation, I have each strike to 40, so I can enter the chain 150. The plank, because it's horizontal, so I keep it at 0. About the design factor of safety, I have it 1.3. The unit weight of the rock, I have this one from data is 29. The water, I keep it the same. Now for the joint orientation, I have this one 70, 265, 82, 48, 60, 159. For the joint property, I have 3 of them, so I enter number 1 first, which is 28 and 0.01. That's about 10 kPa, right? About the tensile strength, because the joint has been formed, so therefore I don't have any tensile strength. If it has not been completely formed, you can add this one later. Because my tunnel is dry, so therefore I don't have any water pressure, and I want to find the largest wedges, so therefore I choose infinite for this one. If you have your own length, you can enter this one in here, but for me, I want to find the largest wedges. Now I add the second one for the joint property 2, and my phi is 35, so I keep it the same. My C is 0.12, that's a lot. It's very rough one. And I can add a new one for the property 3. My 5 is 25 and my cohesion is 0.02. That's still a lot. And I think I'm fine with answer, so I click on apply. And I can change the joint property respectively for the joint. Yep, and I apply again. Done. Now you can see on the right hand side, you already have some calculation about the weight of your wedge, about the stability. Yep. And if you want to see the mode of failure and it's not there by default, you can click on filter list and then click on failure mode. Yep. Now we want to see that one in 3D. We click on view, select view, and then 3D wedge view. So this is going to be the wedge form. You can click on each of them to see how they slide or fold, or you can move them all together. Now actually you see for my floor wedge, the FS is unconditional stable, so I don't need this one. For my upper left wedge and for my lower right wedge, the factor of safety is really high, so I don't want to focus on them. So I just click on the wedge visibility and focus on the roof only. Alright, so it helped me to focus on the one I need. This is the largest weight that can be calculated. Now, in the next step, I want to increase the factor of safety for this one because it's currently 0. To do that, I need to move to the rock design space. So I go to perimeter support designer space. Here is my tunnel and the wedge on the top. First of all, I need to go to insert the bolt properties. And I have my split set SS46. I choose the type respectively. The tensile capacity of the split set I have in my data, which is 0.18, and the plate capacity is 0.04, and the bond strength is about 4.5 ton per meter, so I just enter 0.045. My data may be not correct for your situation, so please choose your own number. And I think I'm happy with that. I just click on OK. Now I need to add the pattern for the bolts, so I click on this button. The length of my bolt is 2.4 meter, and it's normal to the opening sections. You can choose different options. It depends on your situations. And the pattern I have is 1 by 1, so therefore I just put 1 over here to see how it look like. Yep, and I click on OK. Now I don't really need the bolt over here because it's very small wedge over here, so I can start from somewhere in here, maybe much easier for me. And then I go to the left hand side. As you can see, it is smaller than 1.3. That's the factor of safety for short term. So therefore you may need to increase the length of the bolt, or you may add some small bolt somewhere over here. Now in the situations when you have some delay and you need the factor of safety for long term, because the tunnel is for long term use, so you can insert more bolt, make them longer, or insert some more bolt to make it safe. So in this situation, I can add another bolt, and then I add one more bolt over here, which is also 2.4. Now let me see, I can increase this one over here, just one more bolt. So now you can see that my factor of safety is now 1.487. It is close to 1.5, but it's still smaller than the required number. You can design, be creative with your design, try to choose the right set for you. And if you want to see that one in 3D, you can go back to view and select view and view in 3D. So it show you how your bolt look like when it's inserted into the rope mask. Yep. I think that's it. Thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next tutorial.